That's our duty. That's our responsibility. Just look. Everybody just talking right now. Okay. So let me hit just a few things here. What was I talking about? 18. So basically, A-team is Kamala Harris now and all those people. You know, Biden. He just picked his attorney general yesterday. And today, and the lady he picked, the man she picked, and okay. So you look at who they picked. The A-team picks everybody that would infuriate the B-team. I'll put it this way. Okay. The white man, all of those people that we saw coming and going down there, they're the B team. Okay? They're white. They are what people call losers. Right? They look like losers. They're just what they would call losers. People that followed Hitler. Here, the big rich people wasn't on his side. He forced them after a while, and he said, National Socialism? Oh, you just gonna put all the government behind business? Of course I am. Well, shoot, hey, let's go, right? After they found our way, but at first they looked at him as a beer hall putz. You guys are just riffraff, right? At the beer hall puts is because that's where they did all their planning, in the beer hall, at the nightclub, or at the, down at the whole house. That's what they was. They call them that, the beer hall puts. Okay, now those people are taught, and they can see America is changing. And we're dying like flies. They can count it a little bit. We're dying like flies. All my relatives are using Oxycontin and this and that, And here's the A-team. Who's the A-team bringing on board? Niggers. You look at this. That's the most diverse cabinet. And they looking at, we're losing everything. And everybody that's not like us, they're putting us up there. And that's making them mad. And it's clear that they know what they're doing, right? The B team don't know what they're doing. They just got a feeling, and that's what they dictators push into. They push into what your feelings are. How do you feel about this? Do you know up until the 80s, and down right across the street in Dixie, white people felt when they visualized the ideal society, they remembered slavery, when niggas was in slavery, and if you was white, it was fine. Who said that? A white man from Denmark or somewhere. He surveyed the United States. He went out where we was, but he also went down with the white folks all through the South, and he was at their parties, and he's slick enough to, and they did. They thought the ideal society was back then. So these guys don't have jobs hardly. They don't have, except there's a lot of money paying them, paying for them buses to be here, paying for all that stuff, right? So what is the A-team doing? Throwing pies in their face. The next representative is Pete Buttigieg, a sissy, right? Why they don't? And they mad. They know exactly what they're doing. And here's the nicest lady in the world, And here's Miss Yellow-looking Negro lady, and here's Miss Half Vice President, right? Half Negro, half Indian, and other part, something. Okay. And they're looking at that. The B team is getting furious, and they can't stand it. We don't have power anymore. We don't have authority anymore. We don't have, that's why the police departments are filled up with those people. The only power they can get is that badge, and they use it. On who? Me and you? That's why there's no, I don't think they indicted nobody. The other boy that just killed somebody a couple of days ago, he told all the officers, turn off your video cam. And then they killed his brother. What a lot of people don't know. See, if you wanted to figure out, well, why is Imam Musa so serious about those people, that kind of, because the niggas never been in the back room with white man. When ain't nobody back there but him and the white folks. And half the time they didn't think you was gonna slip out or get out, or somebody rang the bell, something, you got past it. You learn how to recognize there's a good 25% of them people, when they go to work, they want to shoot a nigga. They want to, and people, oh, nobody, they're human beings too. They're bad cops. But nobody would purposely, plus the Klan and all them other people, send them to join police departments. And why do you think the police right here, anywhere else, are friendly with them? They're all the same. They are the same. Even the white folks are saying, why, they didn't arrest hardly nobody down there. Why should they arrest them? They was helping them. The black lady asked the mayor, we want some extra National Guard. She asked all of that. They said, we ain't heard nothing about that. They lying. We heard that she had asked that before the thing. Yeah, so she had did all of that because she could see where it's going. When I was sitting down there yesterday, let's go down a little closer. I said, I'm not going down there nowhere. I'm trying to get around here and go back to the Niggerville, wherever I can, as soon as I can. And when I got back, I got a call. Do you see what they're doing? I said, I didn't even look up from the paper. You know, here's the point. A-team, whether they know it or not, I figure they are conscious of it. They got to be conscious of it. They're conscious of it. You got to do something are they trying to solve the problems of a B team? Never. They just let them children, their family die in bigger numbers than Negroes off of heroin. Can you imagine? Way bigger numbers, right? 70,000 people that's been a standard number. Can you imagine so many of them is dying that the only people, this is an old article, the only people that's losing time, the life expectancy, is white males. Even Negroes, with all of them getting shot, they're not shooting enough. That we lower our life expectancy. But enough of them is dying. Who are they blaming that on? They're blaming it on us. They're not blaming it on them companies, and already they done emptied the cupboards of dope and gave it to them. And everybody that saw it coming, they fired them or they had to quit. DEA people, the white lady that was, okay. Here's the point. The point is that we see what's going on, but one or two people can't do a whole lot about it. Now, is a structure time. And some of the things that you're involved in, you don't have charge of the calendar. They come up. You know what I mean? They come up. But we've had time to prepare. We know what we should do, and we have some idea of how to do it. And even with people we've been mentioning before, like FBI, like all these other organizations, used to be good friends, still are good friends. They just made a bad deal. I'm not even going to mention, because now we're keeping whatever come our way. We're not going to. The psychological guerrilla warfare period is not over, but anybody that comes to us with something, we're going to keep it to ourselves, or everybody is on a need-to-know basis. We're not going to come here and give a lecture, yeah, so-and-so this, so-and-so that. We're not going to do that too much anymore. So anybody, anytime they tell us something now, they can visualize that it's a secret, something that I'm dealing with, and the white man would have to pull my teeth out with pliers before I say anything about it, which would be a while. I would use the old guerrilla warfare thing. At least under torture, give people 24 hours. You know, if you're captured, hold on, just give people 24 hours. As long as you can for them to find out. Probably your friend got away, they're gonna give people enough time to clean up and make their move. And the longer you last, the more time you give them. Right. That's just a revolutionary principle. But anyway, we said it, there's no emergency meeting, none. You can listen to WPFW, you can listen to all the radio stations, watch all the TVs. Everybody's horrified. This is like, this is not America. And some of them were sincere. It was white folks down there, some of them, news people, they was actually crying. America? Because they believe that on them, they tell themselves a lie and then they believe it. America was not perfect, but it was America. It was great. And we, you know, they go into that. And now that, they're kicking in the door of Congress like they're kicking in a tomb of some great personality or something. Yeah. The people's house. One thing ain't been in there, and I don't know, and is the people. Hey, man. It's not only that, they reported today on what the Russians said. Well, they didn't say it like this. There's a case of chickens coming home. That's a case. They did say it, but they didn't say it like that. Well, you was telling us about Ukraine, and they talking about Hong Kong, and now, yeah, you know, and all the coups you done did all over the world. It's just a case of chickens coming home to roost, you know, and they are. But these is arranged chickens here. These chickens is flying in formation. This is not a haphazard stuff. Okay, we have ideas where it's going, and we're certain it's going to fail, but we want to be a part of the failure. If you leave the Negroes and floating around European, they'll never do nothing. Right? They can't do nothing. Black Lives Matter, we was down there telling them, right? Hey, there's such thing as a teaching. That's what you teach each other. Why are we here? Where are we trying to go? What policies and things are we going to use to do this? If don't nobody know nothing at all, they just start dancing like they're taught to. We just start dancing. Remember the people start dancing in a little while? And the other day, they come back with, Well, Black Lives Matter now is focused on we know what we want to do. I says, and then could they accidentally bump into leadership? Well, maybe they'll bump into Chris Hedges. He was there when Václav Havel and them was right, and he was singing the marionette or some whatever that thing is. And I saw the people, oh, why he ain't doing nothing, right? Oh, I ain't gonna mention all the names, but look at all the people. We were sitting right here. Sometimes they met in the Masjid, if you remember. And where are they at? They're on Russian TV, right? They're everywhere, right? Can you imagine the percentage chance of them, the